Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball here today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and I have for you guys a Shiftry deck, the 140 HP grass type Pokemon, all the way back from the Flash Fire set. It is pretty old. It's already 2 years old at this point. Well, 2014 was the timestamp here. Leaf draw. Once you're in turn before you attack, you may discard a Leaf Energy attached, or not attached, but from your hand. If you do, you can draw 3 extra cards. Oh, that's pretty cool. Basically, your Leaf Energy becomes a Sharon or a Tierno. Oh, that's amazing. Deranged Dance hits for 20 damage times the number of bench Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent. So, pretty heavy attack costs. 1 DC, 1 Grass Energy will get the job done. Shiftry is a 2 retreat cost, is weak to fire, and only has 140 HP. So, why am I playing this? Well, because I didn't get a chance to play it before when it was still newly released. And, of course, you know, all these new sets here, Breakthrough, Breakpoint, all these stuff. I thought, you know, why don't I just play the Shiftry deck for fun? And I have Forests of Giant Plants, so that came in Ancient Origins. This was actually working really well for these kind of grass-type Pokemon. So they did see some, you know, grass support right here. And Shiftry does get that kind of benefit. And we'll be teaming up Shiftry with a backup attacker in Miltank, the 100 HP Powerful Friends here. As you may have seen from my previous videos, Powerful Friends hits for 10 base damage. And then with the Stage 2 Pokemon, you can do 70 more damage hit for 80 total. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty straightforward. We have Shaymin here, 2 of these Shaymins, and a 4-4-3 line of Shiftry. So we will have 1 Energy Recycler here because we will be using Shiftry's Leaf Draw and discarding a bunch of energies. Why not have Energy Recycler here and bring back those energies into our deck? We do have Level Ball to, you know, get that stage 1 and the basic of the Shiftry line, and then we have Professor's Letter. Why the heck not? Be able to get 2 energy cards, discard 1 to draw 3 more cards, and then you can play the other one too. We have Sacred Ash here, just to get our Pokemon back from our discard pile into our deck. We have 2 switches because our Pokemon are pretty heavy. We have Ultra Ball as well as VS Seeker, and that'll round up our item cards and whatnot. We have AZ here is working really well because of the simple fact that Shiftry is a grass Pokemon, and we can AZ Shiftry back up if Shiftry is highly injured. Yes, we will lose out on our energies, but maybe not. And then we could use, since if we have Forest of Giant Plants in play, we can just evolve them again. But mostly used for Shaymin. You know, our AZ can just pick up Shaymin again, then we can set up and stuff like that over and over again. So, Brigette here to get out our Pokemon. Probably not the Shaymin. It is an EX we can get out, but we wanted to bring out the Miltank and also the Shiftry line, the Seedot and stuff like that. We have the Hex Maniac here. Yes, it would block our own abilities, but perhaps we want to use our abilities first, and then play the Hex Maniac to block our opponent's abilities. 1 Judge here to be able to shuffle our both players' hands back into their deck and then draw 4 cards for both players. 2 Lysandres as well as Sycamore, Shauna, and Skyla. I do like Shauna, or Skyla. I know Skyla has fallen out of favor in a lot of decks, but Skyla in this scenario is able to get out Forest of Giant Plants, and it's pretty essential to be able to get this deck, to get this deck working, you need to get Forest of Giant Plants out into play. We don't use Rare Candy, so we actually just kind of, you know, fall in place and evolve everything right away. We do have Muscle Band here to boost up the attack, and then DC as well as the 8 Grass Energies. So again, the focus here is on Shiftry, Deranged Dance. You know, since we are playing Forest of Giant Plants, we're not playing Sky Field. Deranged Dance, you know, with 5 Pokemon on our side, we'll be hitting for 100, which is okay. But you know, if our opponent has, let's say, 5 as well, yeah, we can hit for 200, sure, you know. Ideally, I know what you guys are thinking, I should play Shiftry with Sky Field, but I feel like the need to have Forest of Giant Plants is pretty good, it's pretty great, so I opted not to play Sky Field. But you know what, I mean, yeah, I could play 1 copy of Sky Field. It could probably reduce maybe, I don't know, 1 switch for Sky Field and then go about with that way, but I don't know. I feel like with Shiftry being able to, you know, consistently hit for at least 100 if we have a full bench, that's pretty good. And especially we have Miltank here for Powerful Friends. I mean, yeah, we want to do 1-hit knockouts all the time, but I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty fun deck to play, and by no means have we really seen Shiftry in the competitive format, but perhaps we will in the future. I don't know. So that's going to be it for the deck. Let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, and we're gonna be playing against what is it? Pikes on, PK-san. I'm just kidding. But we did win the coin toss here, and yes, we will opt to go first. That way we can evolve first. Not that it really matters since we have the Forest of Giant Plant Stadium, but you know, whatever. Okay, so we start off with the Brigette here. Yeah, we'll play down the energy as well. Get some Seedots and a Miltank out into play right here. So this does help us thin out the deck a little bit. We have 43 cards, but that does give us a little bit more of a favorable, you know, drawing ratio, I guess. I mean, everything counts, right? Every little nook and cranny. So we're up against a secret rare Shatter Shot Mewtwo EX right there in the active spot. And there it is with a Pokemon Professors that are grabbing 2 Psychic Energies. We do see 1 Psychic Energy get dropped right there, and thank goodness we did not see something like a Muscle Band. That would have knocked us out. The Seedot's only at 50 HP, but yeah, so right now the Seedot very likely is going to get knocked out, but that's okay. I just want to do a call for family, and I want to call another Miltank again, just kind of thinning out the deck some more. And we do have an Energy Recycler, so if we, you know, get more energy into the discard pile, we should be somewhat okay. Oh, interesting. We see a Rayquaza EX and another Shatter Shot hitting our poor little Seedot for 60. So yeah, 2 Psychic Energies on that Mewtwo over there. We will promote our Miltank to maybe buffer and buy us some time. Oh, this is not looking good. I will Lysandre out the other Rayquaza over here, or the only Rayquaza that is, and then we're gonna end the turn. Wow, we are with a Sacred Ash and a Pokemon, or not Pokemon, an Energy Recycler. Ha! This is like the super rad, being able to shuffle in 10 cards in the form of 2. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So 3 Super Rods won't even be able to do what a Sacred Ash and Energy Recycle can do. But, you know, Super Rod has the flexibility of doing both. And, yeah, well, to each his own. We see a Battle Compressor right there. The Rayquaza could hit us with an Intensifying Burn. We could see, wow, look at that. Energies galore. There's a Haunter in there. We see a Fisherman. So that's one way to get energy in your hand. I guess. Okay, so we know for sure he's got 4 energies in hand from that Fisherman right there. And so here it is, an Intensifying Burn. That was not that intensifying, but hey, we'll take it. We do get a Judge, so we get to judge his 3 energies away. How hilarious is that? And hey, look at this. So we have an opportunity to evolve here, or we have an opportunity to perhaps go for a Shaymin. I might just go for the Shaymin, and then keep the Sycamore for the next turn, I think. Let's go with that. And yeah, I could go for the Shiftry. Okay, yeah, let's go for the Shiftry instead. We'll play it slow. It doesn't look like my opponent's going to be able to really do too much. Could have gone with the Shaymin. Certainly could have gone with the Shaymin. But, you know, hey, why not get an opportunity to get out the Shiftry. And in the next turn, we'll play the Sycamore, so playing it at a slower pace. Oh, whoa. Looks like a Dragon Pulse is going to hit us. We see another Ghastly hit the field. Here is a Steven. Even Steven Sneezens. And, no offense on if your name's Steven. But, okay, so he grabs out a Sycamore as well as probably a Psychic Energy. That's my assumption. Okay, it is a Psychic Energy. He played the DC this turn, so we won't be able to see that Psychic Energy get played this turn. But wow, we see a Haunter is here as well. I'm not sure if he's going to be using the ability to put both active Pokemon into the confusion state. But hey, he opts not to do that. He's just going to hit us for 100. I'm actually going to go ahead and promote. Yeah, let's promote the Miltank. It'll be a 2-hit knockout. You know, certainly. Oh wow, we even get a Shaymin off of this. How hilarious is that? And look at this. Oh darn, we do not have. All right, so I'm gonna go big. I think let's just get rid of the Shiftry. We're still gonna go with the Sycamore. Let's grab another Seedot. I just want to fill up my bench. Maybe if we can get a switch. If we get a DC and a switch off of the Sycamore, then perhaps we can go ahead and attack. Maybe not. Oh, no DCE. And no Force of Giant Plants either. Alright, so let's go for the Leaf Draw. Maybe we can still get a DC off of this. Maybe not. and no DC whatsoever. I will power this up onto this Shiftry, and let's just go for the Powerful Friends. It'll be a 2-hit knockout regardless, so, you know, hits for 100, sure. If we would have gotten 80, if we didn't have the Muscle Band, I've been okay with that too. Certainly, but it is what it is. Oh, another Psychic Energy getting dropped on that Haunter right there, so it looks like a Creep Show can happen or something like that. I don't know if that guy's going to come out, if we're going to see a Gengar Creep Show going on my opponent's side of the field. Ooh, we see a Silent Lab right there, so there goes our, you know, at least we didn't play Force Giant Plants. Even if we did, it would have gotten countered by now anyways. And an Ultra Ball, discarding a Sycamore. Oh, okay, so there is the Creep Show Gengar, you know, now in play from Pike's Sun. I don't know. We do get hit with another Dragon Pulse. He is down to 22 cards. He discards a Battle Compressor. Oh, okay. Yes. So we get a DCE off the top deck. Oh, that's great. Okay. I'll take that. And then we do have an energy which we can use for the Leaf Draw. Oh, shucks. I misclicked. Dang it. I still wanted to at least, you know, forget it. Man, what a misclick. Well, hey, at least we can play an energy for the next turn. I don't know. Certainly that can happen. And more Shadow Shotting can happen right now as well. We could see perhaps a Mewtwo Spirit Link. We can see a Mega Mewtwo EX come into play. That would be pretty scary. Here is a Shauna. And again, Spirit Link, Mega Mewtwo. Oh, Muscle Band. Okay, looks like no Spirit Link's happening. And we see a Super Scoop Up. I don't know why. Oh, well, yeah, probably a Scoop Up so that the range dance won't be as powerful. Makes sense, totally understandable. Hitting us for 80, we will survive the turn. You know, we can attack that Gengar. I can play a couple more things onto the bench. Let's go for that Leaf Draw right now, and maybe get a DCE off this as well. No DCE, however, we do have Sacred Ash. Do we have enough Pokemon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could probably play the Sacred Ash now. We have a Shauna. Let's go for the Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of AZ, perhaps. Okay. Maybe. We got a lot of supporters. My goodness, do we have a lot of supporters. We got 2 switches. Both our switches are in our hand that we don't really need. Let's get rid of the Skyla as well as the Lysandre. We'll get out that Miltank right here. And we will fill up our bench now. So that's good news. Maybe we can thin out our hand some more if we really wanted to. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. We're going to be hitting Deranged Dance for, what is that, 120. Yeah, it is a 2-hit knockout. We could play an energy onto the Miltank and finish off this Mewtwo here. Unless it Mega Evolves, then I'm forced to try to dig out a DCE. Certainly we could try that. We have plenty of energies in the discard pile. Let's just go for the Sacred Ash, get all these guys back into the deck. Hey, what's up, fellas? And there they go. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for the Shauna. I'm going to hang on to the Shaymin. Maybe we can use the Shaymin more optimally in the next turn. And, well, not that it really matters. We can't use the Shaymin right now because of the Silent Lab. So there's that. But, ooh, hey, we can go for another Leaf Draw right now. And then we could use that Energy Recycler, get those basic grass energies back into our deck. And nice, we get a Level Ball here. We can go ahead and play the Seedot down onto our bench, and then even evolve the Seedot in the next turn to the Nuzleaf. We still don't have the Stadium. The whole time we played 3 copies of the Stadium. I mean, one's in the discard pile, yes, but you know, whatever. Let's go for the Energy Recycle, get back all 5 of our energy. Look how efficient that is. And then we even have a Sycamore to boot for the next turn. Or you can go for the VS Seeker the next turn. Let's go for the Deranged Dance. Again, it's going to be a 2-hit knockout. We will hit for 140 here. Too bad we don't have Silver Bangle. That doesn't exist in the standard format unless we played it in expanded. Miltank, again, should be able to knock out this Mewtwo in the next turn. Ideally, we should be able to get at least 1 energy, especially when shuffling 5 energies back into our deck. We should be able to find at least 1. You figure. So there it is. We do get knocked out. Mewtwo is at 80 HP right now, so we're forced to use the Shiftry here to try to finish off this Mewtwo EX. So let's go ahead. Tempting to go with VS Seeker. But you know what? I'm going to go aggressive. We're going to go ahead and just discard 2 VS Seekers and another Sycamore. Do we get it? Oh, no, we do not. I will play this down here, though. And finally, we get to counter the Stadium. Darn, maybe I should have waited to counter the Stadium. You know, for the Shaymin. Whatever. Okay, so we do get this energy here. Not that it's going to really matter. I'm going to go for the Leaf Draw. Maybe we can get the DCE. We do have a Switch here. A huge risk. A huge risk. And what do we get? Oh, we do get the DCE. Perfect. Okay. I could Leaf Draw again. But I kind of want to keep the energy. Okay, let's just go to the Leaf Draw. It's always good to draw more cards. Now, we are getting pretty low, and there it is. We got a Muscle Band. Certainly we can play that. I guess we can play that on the Shiftry. It doesn't really matter at this point, but Professor's Letter. Not that we really need that either. We need to get one more Shiftry into play. That would be excelente. Here we go. Drawing 2 more off, knocking off that EX. So we are now tied in prizes. You know, because we kind of fell behind early in the game, and here it is. We see, oh, whoa, wow, here it is, Team Flare Grunt getting rid of our DCE right there. Now, the Gengar won't be able to hit us for a Creep Show. We don't have any damage counters at all on our side of the field, so he's going to have to go and hit us with the Sinister Fog, I believe, and there it is. There is Sinister Fog. Will poison us. We do have a Switch, and he hits us 10 damage across the board. Man, okay. Wow, another switch. Switches galore. If we continue to get poisoned, we'll just continue to switch then, I guess. And we even have AZ to boot. So let's grab some more energies. Oh, the last 2 energies. We may have to use these very, very wisely. Or I could just go ahead and Leaf Draw them away. We have a Shauna here in case if we are going to deck out. We can play the Shauna. I might have to just power slowly. I either want to power up the Shiftry slowly or maybe, add another energy onto the Miltank. Let's just go ahead and hit for Powerful Friends. It will be a 2-hit knockout here. And the Gengar will be able to go for another Sinister Fog. But again, we have a Switch again, so we can remove that poison damage. However, we'll be at 20. But to use Creep Show, I believe, yeah, you need 3 damage counters on the Pokemon to knock it out. Once he does another Sinister Fog, it's not going to be enough. He needs to find a way to get another 10 damage across the board to really set himself up to knock out all our Pokemon with Creep Show. So I feel pretty comfortable, pretty confident. We should be able to just kind of play the energy down onto the Miltank, and then with the poison damage, we'll play the Switch again, bring out the Miltank, hit for another Powerful Friends, knock out that Gengar, be down to 1 prize, and then go on from there. Again, I don't know exactly what that Gallade EX is going to do over there. Certainly, yeah, I can get powered up. I don't know if he plays Mega Gallade EX. Perhaps he does. Maybe we haven't seen any Spirit Links at all, even for that Mewtwo earlier. But Lysandre, what? It's okay. We got Switch, so I'm not too concerned. At least we didn't see a red card or anything like that, nor did we see like a Judge. So he could be hoping that we just deck out. Right? Maybe he's hoping that we just end up drawing out our hand. Oh, we even get... Alright, so instead of burning the Switch, this is a good opportunity to use AZ, and then we can just, evolve and have a fresh Shiftry to work with. And this is actually kind of nice. So, I mean, I don't know if we even have DCE left. Maybe it's still prized. I don't know. But we're going to power up this Shiftry. It'll be another turn before our Shiftry with the 20 damage and the Muscle Band can go ahead and start attacking. Let's go ahead and hit this guy for 80 damage. Again, we are down to 2 cards. Meaning, if we didn't have the Shauna... Oh, Muscle Band off the prizes. If we didn't have Shauna, well, we have via Seeker, right? So... we see... even if he flipped heads, remember, we do have a Switch. So that's kind of nice that we use the AZ for that kind of scenario. Again, if you can get us another AZ again, even if he Lysandre's out the Shiftry or maybe the Shaymin, we can always pick him up and then, go ahead and keep attacking. So Kangaskhan comes out to play. Could see a triple draw or something like that. Oh, never mind, just passes the turn. So we are down to 1 card. Question is, do I want to play... I'm going to play this on the Miltank. We got 1 last energy. I can play that onto the Shiftry that's 1 away from attacking. So we'll hit it for 100. We got to switch in the next turn. We can bring out the Shiftry and then finish it off. Finish off the Gallade. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can hit for 120. That would be exactly enough. Well, we're hitting it for 140 because of our Muscle Band. But the Gallade EX right now, with that 80 damage on it from the Powerful Friends, is really in a compromising position. He either has to retreat and then, bring out this Kangaskhan. We do have via Seeker, and then we can just, via Seeker for Lysandre, drag out the Gallade and then play the Switch and then use Shiftry to knock it out anyways. Or, okay, that's it. So he passes the turn. We get the DCE. No energies, my opponent says. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, man. We are down to our last card. He's really hoping that we cannot, we'll, lose by deck out. But, hey, we do have the Muscle Band here. Should have already won. My opponent is upset. But here, we're going to play the Shauna just to show him, hey, you won't win this way. And he concedes the match, probably out of anger, maybe thinking, I should have won. But hey, we had multiple outs right there. I opted not to attack at the end, just to show him, like, hey, you could have won by, if we decked out, but, actually, no. We could have bought ourselves 2 more turns with Shauna, and, we have plenty of Pokemon powered up and ready to go and really to take out both your EXs really at some point. And again, we have via Seeker, could have gone and gotten Lysandre if he was to hide his Gallade that's already injured. We played that Muscle Band on the Miltank. The Miltank would have hit for 100 damage. That would have been a knockout on that Gallade EX anyways. So multiple outs right there. We were both down 2 prizes. Really, the only way that he was able to really get the win was probably if he Lysandre out our Shaymin somehow and took 2 prizes that way. Because by the time he takes 1 prize by knocking out a Miltank, the Shiftry would have been able to finish the job, and really pretty comfortable, pretty good setup right there. So Shiftry and Miltank takes a win right here against some kind of psychic deck that I'm not too sure of, but whatever it is, Pike's son really felt like he was able to get the win. Lucky for us, I guess, he was not able to draw any energies. So that's going to be it for this video. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button below this video. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for being a part of this channel, being a part of this epic journey. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Alright, we got a 10 card pack here with a locked pack breakthrough. Here we go. Are we gonna get a secret rare? Are we gonna get an ultra rare? Can we get a full art? Come on, big money. Hey, here's a Meowth. What a loser. He's sweating out in the desert, and that's a Simisage. Fire fling, hand fling, da 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 ding ding. Okay, that's it. Okay, goodbye.